What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JR Hollywood, man. Welcome to my new YouTube channel called Hustle to Invest. On here, we be talking about everything from stocks, crypto, real estate, to credit scores and credit card hacks, man. That's my niche. That's what I like to talk about. Always remember, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence. And always remember, I'm not a financial advisor. So we're going to talk about today, man. I know I'm a couple days late. We're going to be talking about the Gary Gensler interview on Bloomberg. But, you know, I live in Las Vegas. Like I said before, we had the Pro Bowl in town. We had the NHL All-Star Weekend. So it's been a pretty busy weekend, man, here in town. We had a lot of fun Friday and Saturday night. So, you know, sorry I missed you guys. But, you know, that doesn't come around too often. But, man, that Gary Gensler interview on Bloomberg, I got some clips that I want to play for you guys. But just to, like, pretty much paraphrase it, it was crazy, man. He was talking about payment for order flow, like I'm sure you guys heard. He was talking about how like 90 to 95% of the market is on the dark market, not the lit exchange. So pretty much when you guys place orders from whatever brokerage you guys use, Robinhood, Webull, TD Ameritrade, it actually goes to a wholesaler and it doesn't go to the lit exchange like the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange, which I think is crazy. It's like, how do you know these things are going on? And then you want to sit here and cry on the other hand saying that, you know, we have free and fair markets. Our markets are so transparent. But then on the other side, you're like, oh, yeah, but by the way, you know, 90 to 95% of your guys' orders are going to wholesalers like Citadel and whatever other wholesalers there are. So, like, it's like, come on, man. And then they kind of want to call people conspiracy theorists when they get caught or called out on the things that they're doing, the manipulation and the corruption that they're doing, you know, supposedly. So I'm going to play you guys that clip, man. You guys go ahead and check that out right now.
So it's right here. Gary Gensler, it's at the 3:30 section. He says this. Take a look.
To a second item on the agenda in no particular order here, and that is payment for order flow, something that you've come out against. Last August, you said you were considering actually banning it altogether. Where does that regulation stand? And at this point, do you still think that's possible to ban it altogether, or is it more likely we'll have full disclosure?
Well, again, what we're trying to do within our remit is help investors get a better deal on one side and companies raising money on the other side a better deal, and drive greater transparency and efficiency in the middle of the market. So in the equity markets right now, if you place a market order, a retail market order, 95% do not go to the lit exchanges, do not go to NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange. They go to wholesalers. And they don't have order by order competition. And part of that is because of what you just said, payment for order flow, which is, yes, it's banned in the UK and in Canada and Australia. The European Union, through something called ESMA, is looking at that right now. And so I think it's natural that we look to say, how do we drive greater competition and efficiency of this market? And use the tools that Congress have given us.
But are you keeping open the possibility, the option at least, of banning it altogether? And if so, when will you make a decision whether you'll do that or not?
Well, it would be a decision for the 5-member commission. We would put it out to notice and comment so the public gets to weigh in. We benefit from the public's view, from the investor side, the issuer side. To basically, a lot of our market right now is dark. It's not in the lit markets, David. It's dark and going to wholesalers, and how we get more transparency and competition in the market. So each feature is on the table, whether it's something called the minimum increment or tick size, or the national best bid, best offer, and how the order routing works. And yes, that includes not just payment for order flow, but possibly what's called exchange rebates. So it all fits together, and we haven't served up a recommendation to the commission yet. And the commission, if they supported it, would put it out to public comment.
Do you have an estimate or a guess of when you might serve it up to the commission?
David, I learned long ago not to sort of do that. I have occasionally, and it's about trying to get the economics and the law and the policy right, get it in front of a commission. If so, get it out to the public. So I understand the question, but I'll beg off for
I learned a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to stop it right there. But did you hear what he said? That's crazy. There was like 3 things that stuck out to me right there. And the first one was obviously knowing that 90 and 95% of the orders are going to the dark market. Like, how do you guys even allow something like that, especially when that's illegal or banned, from other countries? And then the other thing that he stuck out to me is there's no order by order competition. It's like there's no competition. It's pretty much just like, let's just say, supposedly Citadel, for instance. It's like if there's no competition and you're a market maker or a wholesaler, you can just do whatever you want, essentially. It's like there's no fairness in the market at all. There's no transparency in the market. And he's pretty much acknowledging that during this interview. And it's 2022. It's like you guys probably known this has been going on for decades. You haven't taken no initiatives to fix it. Why? Supposedly probably because everyone's getting rich. So it's like those were some things that stuck out to me as well. And then that it's a 5-person commission. Like, what do you mean 5 people get to decide how the whole market operates, and then they say, oh, well, we'll take the public's, weigh the public's opinion or whatever it is. But it's like, they're not going to weigh the public's opinion. Whoever's paying the most money, whoever, like that one lady, I forget her name, who voted no on the transparency. So those are just some things that stuck out to me during this interview, because you're acknowledging that all these orders are going to the dark market, and dark pool, and that's illegal, and they're just abusing it, and that's why AMC has been getting beaten down so much. It just makes no sense to me, man, at all. And the next one, he started talking about the meme stocks as well, and I want to play that for you guys so you guys can get to listen to that.
A lot of us really focused a lot on the payment for order flow when we had the Robinhood situation with those meme stocks, which I think we just passed the 1-year anniversary of. At the time, I know this commission was looking into the possibility that there was some wrongdoing. Have you drawn a conclusion? The fact that we haven't seen enforcement action, does that suggest that maybe there wasn't any wrongdoing?
Well, again, for the public, in the job I'm in, I'm also a chair of a commission and sometimes has to vote on these various enforcement actions. So I can't get into any one matter or prejudge anything. But there was 4 matters of policy, not enforcement, but policy that we noted, and the staff did a staff report. And one of them we're going to take up next week, actually, in an open commission meeting, is about the plumbing of the stock market, what's called clearing and settling, and how we can take some risk out of the system. And also last year, the retail public found that they were foreclosed from trading, that a number of brokerage apps said, nope, it was a fateful Friday, and they said you couldn't buy any more of this stock or that stock. So we're trying to address the plumbing and put a proposal out next week. We'll also, I think, hopefully be taking up what's called digital engagement practices, what some people call gamification, and what to do there. And as you and I've been talking about, the actual market structure itself. So there's 3 or 4 projects that we have here, and next week we're going to put our first proposal, hopefully, in front of the public.
Gamification, yeah, because we got smoked last year by all these retail investors, and they ran it up on us. All the short sellers were getting smoked and fucking squeezed out. And so now we got to fix the game so they can't do that, pretty much. Let's just say that's what he said. So those were some things that pretty much stuck out to me during this interview today. And it's not fair, man. But I know AMC is going to blow eventually, because people are becoming more and more aware of the U.S. markets and how it's not transparent, and how, it's not a free and fair market for everyone. It's obviously that these hedge funds and market makers can just do whatever they want. That's why people were spending $40 million on a mansion in Miami and $40-something million on a crypto NFT constitution. It's like, how much money do you need, man? It's just crazy to me. So those are some things that stuck out to me that I wanted to play for you guys.
It was also crazy, too. He talked about, like, the meme stocks and how he wanted to say, we got foreclosed from trading, essentially, how they pretty much removed the buy button. So he did get into that a little bit. But he pretty much kept dodging the question about payment for order flow. It's like, just answer the question and be honest. If you can't be honest, then don't say we have free and fair markets, because clearly we don't. And clearly there's a lot of stuff and manipulation going on behind the scenes that obviously we're not aware of, which just isn't fair, And that's why they got caught with their pants down. That's why they got caught in GME, BlackBerry, and they're going to get caught again in AMC. The only reason I think that didn't continue to run past that 77 high is because they removed the buy button. If they didn't remove that button, that thing probably would have went straight up there where GME was at, that $400 or $500 price, But now they just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. So who knows where it's going to go. We've seen so many glitches through TD Ameritrade and StockTwits and Yahoo Finance, these price glitches and short interest glitches, And it's just kind of getting ridiculous at this point, So hopefully We're coming to an year, coming close on this squeeze, man, and we can just get ready and celebrate in Las Vegas like Lou said, and I can go get my Lamborghini and we can all just have a good time in Vegas. Y'all come to my city, man, and we gonna turn up. I appreciate you guys tuning in to Hustle to Invest, man. I'm having another video for you guys today, and you guys go and check that out, man. Love and peace. Take care.